All right. Happy Friday, everyone. It is Friday, January 22nd, 2021. Hope everyone is having a spectacular Friday and a great week. It's been a pretty good week for me. Let's go ahead and start. I do like to do the quote of the day. I post these on Tech and Sports and Chris's page. Today says we can use our minds. There we go, a little closer. Unconquerable nature to act on all the possible dreams we hold for ourselves. We are wired to win. We just have to point ourselves in the right direction so we can win at something we consciously choose. You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like a goal. And I do agree with that. You know, we are wired to win. We are destined to win. We just have to set our goal, our destination, our GPS, whatever you want to call it. We just have to set it in the right direction, and we will goals. Let me do a little tidying up, whether that's reselling, fitness, weight loss, etc. Through listing for the day, actually for the week. Clay's supposed to be on here momentarily. Kind of want to wrap up the week in reselling. You know, we just talked about our goals, how we're designed to win, but you gotta set those goals. You gotta have a target to shoot for. Man, all right, just got your listing. Speaking of today, so today's listing up. Actually, I didn't click the last one. This is a number of listings I got up today, as you can maybe see. 25, pretty solid day. 25 listings. That put me at 116 for the week. Comment below, guys. How many listings have you got up today and or this week? Tomorrow, heading out to the local flea market. I'm going to try to do a little bit of sourcing there. I'm almost out of inventory. I've got a few pair of jeans left to list. Maybe got 10 pair. And after that, I will be out of inventory. What is going on, Mr. Clay?
Hey.
How goes it?
Not bad. Just trying to get going on the jeans. I got home, ate some fruit. The cat wanted attention, you know, so
right.
I'm just about to start on the looking up, you know, more of those. Let's see, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe only 9 more.
That's good, man. You've been killing it.
I mean, I should. I've Ubered all week, so I better have done something. What'd you get to? It's hard to see. 20.
It's hard to 20, 25. I posted the picture of 24, but I realized I didn't click the last one. I actually did 25 listings up today. I'm going to do some what solds. And you can see some of the jeans and see if you have any of them that have sold. Clay and I, we went in on a wholesale of jeans, hundreds of jeans, and I just finally finished listing mine, and Clay's working through his. And there's some good profit. I'll show you in the what solds here and kind of get an idea. What's up, Marakek?
You're gonna have to tell me. I know I can't remember your real name. Sorry, it's been a few weeks. I'm blanking on.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead quickly go through my solds, and then we can just kind of freeform. And if you want to share anything,
yeah,
I'm gonna share my screen, and if there's any comments, Clay, maybe you can.
Yeah, read them. Yeah,
read them. All right, let's see. Share. I'll start with Poshmark. My Poshmark sales are actually wholesale I haven't listed all my one-offs clothing and shoes are mostly on eBay. So these that have sold are older items and share them. These are a pair of Kolheim driving shoes. Anytime I see driving shoes, and the way you can tell, yeah, usually on the bottom right here, they usually have these knobs on the bottom, and Kolheim are easy to look up. They always have the C style number. These sold for 47. I think I paid like $7 or $8 for these, so decent little profit. Did have them for a while, but they did sell. All right, next up on Poshmark. Now, this was a good find. This was a good find. I found this at a thrift store. I think I paid like $3 for these. You see crazy looking shoes, take some time to look them up. And these look like the jump shoes, and I used to have these back in the day when I was a basketball player. I never came across these, but I looked them up. These men's Z coil. They're like some type of hiking comfort ortho shoe. I don't know, but the comps on them were like 100 plus. So I picked these up for like $3. I did have them for a couple months, but they sold on Poshmark for $100. You know, Poshmark takes 20%. So that was a really nice sell. So if you see funky shoes, whether it's cycling shoes, wrestling shoes, Z coil, anything that looks just different or unique, take the time to look them up. All right, next on Poshmark, we have a pair of Klein Suede Oxfords. These sold for 40. I think I paid like 6 or 7 for these. I had these for a couple months. Klein is always a good brand to look for. Women's don't sell for quite as much as men's, but you know, when you see suede and leather and you see Klein, it's like, and here you got this reinforced toe. This is meant for being outdoors, hiking to protect your toe. So that was a nice sell. This was one of the last items I listed on Poshmark before I decided to only sell clothing and shoes on eBay. Picked this up at a thrift store about a month ago. Concert t-shirt, Hellstorm 2015 tour shirt. Anytime you run into a concert t-shirt, look it up. People collect these. I only got 18 for it, but hey, I think I paid a couple of bucks, like $2 or $3 for it. So not bad. Here was a pair of shoes I just wanted to get rid of. I bought these like a year and a half ago, these Brooks. Now, Brooks are normally good shoes to pick up, but these Ravina 6, I had these for a long time. I paid like $7, and for some reason they wouldn't sell, and somebody sent me an offer for 20. I'm like, bye-bye, Felicia. I took that offer, and they were gone. I don't know. Pretty good size, 11 and a half. There was plenty of tread on the bottom. I have no idea why they didn't more, but hey, sometimes you just got to cut your losses. This was another recent thrift item. Before I cut off listing these on Poshmark, because I'm trying to focus on eBay to build my eBay store. This is, anytime you see camo, scoop it up, look it up. Real Tree camo long sleeve t-shirt. I think I paid like $1 for this, and it sold for 29 on Poshmark. Camo in the brand Real Tree are good. Hunters use these, and a lot of that in my part of my area in Ellis County. So camo is something to look for. Let me check back over here, and then I'll show you some eBay solds in just a second. Let's see. By the way, guys, smash the like button. Feel free to drop any comments. Anybody on the comments so far is Marrakech. Just kind of let me know how was your week. I finished with 116 listings. And just want to share some solds with you. I have had some requests to do what sold videos, and I used to edit those, but I'm just lazy. So everything's a live video for me pretty much. All right, so let me go ahead and share with you my eBay sales. I guess I don't know how far back I'll go, just until I get bored with it. All right, is that showing up, Clay?
Yeah.
Speaking of, look at that. Just got an offer on a pair of American Eagle. Let's take a look.
Cool.
Listed. They're currently at 30. List them at $37.99. I will normally go up to about that. Offer 15 is right on the cusp. Right on the cusp. I'm gonna counter offer this at $27.99. Sometimes you'll lose these. Sometimes it's better just to take that offer because I think I'm like in these for like $365. All right. Anyway, back to solds. I guess I'm gonna kind of make this as just like a what do you call it?
Vlog.
Yeah, just kind of sharing my journey, like just being transparent. All right, so here are my recent solds. Speaking of American Eagle, now on American Eagle all day, and a lot of people pass up on these. Matter of fact, this was one. Anything
Nice guy.
365 in the SKU, Clay, is that's the code I put in so I can identify them.
Say that again now. You put what in?
This is one of the ones I picked up in our drunk yard dog gene lot. So I paid like, I don't know, like $4 for these, and they sold shipping for $23.98. American Eagle.
Yeah, I got a bunch of American Eagle, and I feel like I found most. You know what I mean? Like the exact ones, and like I asked you last night, I can't tell you now. I'd have to like scroll back through because they're all running together, but some are like, at least I'm basing on what sold. Yeah, like
they will sell for sure. I've sold tons of American Eagle. I do scoop it up if I can get it. Probably $5 or less. These are the Super Stretch X. These are like jeggings distressed. With shipping, they sold for $23.99. I can't retire off that, but I can build a business off of selling that in volume. Let's see, some jewelry, which I really don't sell jewelry on here much anymore. There's another American Eagle. Now look, these sold for more. I think these are, let's see, these sold with shipping for, well, with tax it was $69. So they were $22.79 plus I charge $8 in shipping. These were also from that wholesale lot. Also distressed. American Eagle Super Stretch High Rise. High Rise is in anything with this rise that's I think over 10 inches. This high rise. This is a light wash. So you could build a business just off of jeans. Hell, you could build a business just off of American Eagle jeans, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, probably so.
It's kind of crazy. Oh, I don't. There's probably a better way to do it than what I'm doing. This actually sold the same day I listed. This sold within an hour or two. This sold for $25.61 with shipping and taxes. I'm not going to click on that, but this is a Huck, and I wasn't even aware of this brand. I picked up a bunch of these at the thrift store for like $2 or $3. And this is like a fishing polo shirt, and it is sold for within hours. I guess it's ventilated to keep you cool when you're out there fishing. Sells a good size to purchase. So if you see the brand HUK, scoop them up. Here we have a pair of Tommy Hilfiger pants, corduroy size 34 by 32. These sold for $31.78. I was in $1.50. I think I picked these at the bins. These were kind of, that's not even a very good picture, but they're like black corduroy. Not even great picks, but they did sell. I didn't have these that long, maybe a month or so. And the bins are always a good place to source. Wish it was closer to me. It is kind of a long drive. Here, I don't do this anymore, and Clay knows we laughed about this, how I used to source everything. These are a pair of Courier and Ives dinner plates. With shipping, these $38 and change. I think I paid like $5 for these. Did take a decent amount of time to pack these up to make sure that they were secure. They're not going to break. I don't source that anymore, but man, you can make a business just on plates or dishes. I would recommend everybody niche down, like pick something and become an expert in it. And I'm focusing on clothes and more men's clothes, but I still will pick up women's jeans if I see good ones. Here we have a pair of Calvin Klein straight leg blue wash jeans. These sold for $34 and change. This was also from Matt's jean, his jean lot. These wash on Klein. I don't know if they're vintage or not. I don't have enough knowledge on that. That's something I need to learn more about, to be honest. To know what's vintage and what's not.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Then we have a more camo Under Armour hunting polo shirt. Once again, it's that Realtree brand. This one sold for $25.99 on eBay. Was in this like a buck or two from the local thrift. Carhartt's always a good brand. This is a heavy like work shirt. It's plaid, double XL. This sold for $27 and change. I was in this a couple bucks at a local thrift. Some jewelry. Back when I was doing auctions, I picked up a big lot of TV tubes. This was a Sylvania vintage bulb from one of those vintage TVs. Only sold it for $10. I think I was in it maybe $1, but just wanted to unload it. Some more jewelry. Pair of Ann Taylor Loft. Now, a lot of people think Ann Taylor will not sell. The sell-through rate is a little bit slower, but look at this. This sold for $36.98. This is Ann Taylor Loft women's boyfriend jeans, size 10, dark wash, curvy, straight. Look at all those keywords I stuck in there.
Now, this was the boyfriend thing. Is that part of the label? Because I've seen that on different listings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You know how I texted you earlier and said I feel like people are putting things in listings that aren't part of it, and most people don't care. They just see a pair that looks good and they buy it. But I'm like, quit doing that because you might be stealing a sale.
Yeah, no, that was in the right there. You can see it. It's next to the size, so it's a style of jean. I don't know what a boyfriend jean means. Is that a high rise?
Yeah, I haven't bothered to look it up either. We need
I mean that's sold for good
Jake
money.
And Bruce Fufu to help us on that since he knows jeans.
Yeah, and that's where I need to study more. Look at this Wrangler. I come into Wrangler all the time. A lot of people pass up Wranglers. Look at that pair of Wrangler jeans sold for $26 and change. I paid $1.50. I think from the Goodwill outlet. If you price them right, they will sell. Old Navy. A lot of people don't know Old Navy will sell.
I got a ton of Old Navy in this. Yeah,
it will sell. These were a pair of men. 30. Sold for 25 and change. Once again, this was from Matt's lot. Paid like $4 for them. Here was a book from an auction this summer when I was doing auctions. It was shipping and everything. It was 30 change. I paid like 25 cents for that because there was hundreds of books in this auction I won for $17. This one book, and in that I had some Bibles worth over $100. Books, and I don't know if Scott's in the chat because I'm looking at the
share screen. Is.
But
him,
Scott, I know
Marrakesh and Jared mini trucks.
What's up, guys? What's up? I know Scott was a book man once upon a time, and I used to teach English with a degree in literary studies, so I'm comfortable around books. And books, you can do a business on books. As you can see, I've thing, but most of my sales are clothes and specifically jeans. Look at this one, Clay. This is Why am I? City of Angels. This sold for over $40 shipping. Oh, and that was before I'm using the current app I'm using for the background is so much better than I think I use the eBay app on this, and it's so much faster. But these sold for like over $40, and let me get back to this. SKU so I can see what I paid for it. I hate how it takes it to the top. I paid $2 for these, and it's sold $4 and change. This was a thrift store pickup. YMI women's Levi's signature. Anything Levi's, I pick them up if the price is right. These sold for $34 and change. These were women's stretch, mid-rise, modern, straight, size 10. I don't know. I don't have my how much I paid for this, but I guarantee it was less than $5. Is an Eddie Bauer men's vintage mustard button-up shirt. Eddie Bauer on the men's shirts, especially like a bold color like this, can do pretty well. Back when I was using the whiteboard, I've been through so many different processes. Now I just put the measurements in the description.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be a better way to do this. But anyway, yeah, that sold for $32. I paid $3 for that at a thrift store. Pair of Levi 50. These ones, 36 by 32. These sold for $34 and change with shipping. This was from Matt's lot. I paid about $4 for it. And Clay and I were talking, like Clay's gonna find out, like you're definitely gonna make money on these jeans. It's good being in Chris's Patreon group in the morning, because that's where I got this. Was able to work with Matt, and like I could get like 700 jeans a week if I could process them. But it's kind of,
and you come up with that much cash too.
Yeah, it is a lot of cash.
And that's even as cheap as, because I just did the math, like with those extra 30 pairs, that brings the cost down $1.16.
Nice.
You know, which makes it easier to make money. But I'm like,
yeah,
you know, for me, the 100 pair felt like, I mean, it was the biggest thing I'd ever spent, really, until that afternoon when I spent the same amount. Hey, that's not.
You'll make more money on these jeans than the Grimes locker. But hey, you're gonna make money on both. But Levi's $550. Here's another pair of Levi's $559. These are also men's, size 30 by 30 for $28 and change.
Be right
I
back.
paid $2 for those. I don't know, thrift store, garage sale. Another pair of Wranglers, once again, 38 by 34. These sold for $28 and change. Paid $1.50. I think these were from my last trip out to the Goodwill outlet, where you pay by the pound. Here we have a Lucky brand. These are women's. Charlie. Lucky brand for men tend to do better, but women's will sell if you price it right. Charlie skinny jeans, size 4. Sold for $33 and change. Paid $365. This was part of Matt's jean lot. Torrid, pair of Torrid shorts. These are size 14, and it is winter, so I was a little surprised, but these sold for $26 and change. I picked these up at the Goodwill outlet for just about $1.50. Torrid is a brand I look for, whether it's jeans. It's like a plus size on women's clothing.
Yeah, I had one pair of Torrid.
Yep, Torrid's pretty good. Another pair of Lucky brand, but these are men's. The 410 model, athletic fit, size 38 by 32. These sold for $38 and change. You notice that's sold for more than the women's. That was also in Matt's jean lot. So paid like $365, I think, is what it came out to. With all those extra jeans, it brought the cost down. Here's another book that sold from that auction in the summer. Sold for $22 and change. Paid like $0.25 for it. A hardcover religious book. Pair of Old Navy. Once again, people think Old Navies don't sell, but they will. Old Navy blue stretch dark wash high rise flare. Boy, I'm keyword stuffing. Denim jeans, size 16. They sold for $26 and change. That was also from Matt's wholesale lot. Here we have a Polo Ralph Lauren pair of jeans, big and tall, size 46. Big boy, 46 by 30. Got these at the Goodwill outlet for $1.50. They sold for $34.99. Another pair of Levi's, $5.77. These are women's size 12. They sold for $36.98 with shipping included. These were in Matt's jean lot. I think I paid a little bit less than $4 when I averaged the cost out. Another pair of Levi's. So you can see I'm selling a lot of jeans, and I won't keep doing this much longer, but just giving an idea of like kind of what's going on for me this week. Pair of Levi's, Strauss and Company, $5.24. And this will help you. So if you see some of these like, oh, Brian sold it, so I know I'll sell it. $5.24 women's boot cut. They sold for 40 and change. Picked these up for a little bit less than $2 at a thrift store. Now here's a really good set. If you see this brand, Clay, Can K-A-N-C-A-N, women's size 13. That's a junior size, actually. These sold for $45.77, including shipping. Paid $2.25 for those at the local thrift. So that was a really nice sell. I don't know how to pronounce this. This is back when I was doing shoes a lot. Onitsuka Tiger lightweight. Do you know how to pronounce those? You're a runner.
No, but I've sold two pairs. I knew to pick those up.
Yep.
One sold I got for like $1.50, a local thrift, and sold for I don't know, 38, 39, 40 maybe. And the other pair I paid like 3 or 4 and sold for like 20. You know, they sent it. It was when I had my big sale, and I was like, fine, whatever. You know, it's money.
Yeah, they will definitely sell. These sold with ship 5 and change. I paid like $6.23 at the thrift. And they kind of look like Asics, but they're real lightweight.
Yeah, they're old school.
Mm-hmm. Here we have a pair of Levi's men's 559 light wash stretch jeans, size 40 by 30. These sold for 30 and change. This was part of Matt's jean wholesale lot, so I paid like $3.65. Here we have another pair of shoes that I just wanted to unload. These only sold for 34 and change. Pair of Kohan, kind of like loafers, size 8.5. Not the greatest size.
Force it down there.
I don't even know what I paid for those. I don't have it in my SKU. I normally put that in the SKU, but probably $7 or less. Another pair of American Eagle women's blue jeans, size 0. This is a small woman. These sold for 32 and change.
Sorry. I tried to pause it, and then I tossed the remote, and I don't even know where it went, and it hit play.
This was part of Matt's jean wholesale lot. That sold, paid like $3.65. Another pair of shoes. These are Brooks Adrenaline GTS 15. These sold for 31 and change. Probably paid like $6 or less. Not Your Daughter's jeans, NYDJ. They have the black lift tuck that booty technology. Size 18 plus size. These sold for $40 and change. Nice. These were part of Matt's. I mean, I've at least broke even. I haven't, but I've at least broke even. So what I would say, like if I had a couple of people, and this is where I need to get where I got a couple people working for me. And if I had one person just designated to do jeans and they were cranking out jeans, then I once I get that set up, I will continue ordering jeans from Matt because they're definitely profitable. A pair of headbands back from when I was doing stores. These just sell. I'm almost sold out, but those sold for 13 and change. I'm probably in those for like a quarter or less. I don't even know. Pair of American Eagle Outfitters cargo shorts. All right, I won't go past the 15 because that'll be 1 week. These are all sales in the past week. You wouldn't think cargo shorts would sell right now, but these did. They sold for $25 with shipping. Paid $2 for these. I don't know if it was at the Goodwill outlet or a thrift store. Here we have a pair of women's Calvin Klein long sleeve button down white shirt, size large, 20 and change, and I paid $1.50 at the thrift. That is all my sales for the past week on eBay. As you can see, it is definitely jean intensive. Some other clothing items. I am moving more into clothing. I am trying to focus a little bit more on men's clothing. If I can get more help, which is something I need to really look into, then I will probably continue buying the wholesale jeans because they are definitely profitable. They do time.
Well, if
So
we
let
do
me-
what we've talked about, then that could be the easy option for both of us.
Are you willing to talk about that? I didn't want to put that out there because I didn't
Yeah,
know if
I'll
you were.
talk about it. If you are. That's what I'm kind of.
Yeah.
I'll talk about whatever. Yeah.
Clay's gonna help me. Like I'm paying him per piece
Instead of the hourly that we did before, whoever got Corona, that we shut it down.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like gonna do like $1 per piece to do measurements and photographs, which you can. And we've talked about this. Like you can do measurements and photographs if you're really hustling in 2 minutes or less. So you can make like up to 30, maybe even more bucks an hour. And that would help me out because then I can get more listed. So it's a win-win. And then he can see what I'm buying. Let me catch up on chat. We'll talk some random topics. I do have a hot topic I definitely want to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to be done with this topic. Hey, what's up? We've talked a lot. Clay and I've talked a lot about this. It really says, I like the way you're taking your photos now. Man, they look a lot better. Like the one I took today. Let me show you what these look like. This app, let me just show you this real quick. And I'm only doing it for the first photo. But man, this app, I don't know if you got this app, it makes the pics pop. Like, look at this. Like, these are jeans I just listed today. Look at that. That is the same picture as this, but the front, but using the app.
Yeah.
Gives you that pure white background. And I don't have to literally, like what I do here, when I do this.
Are you doing what we used to do with photo fuse, where you do
kind of, but
where do you do it in your process? No, I'm stupid.
All right, so let me talk about this. So everybody see that picture? That man, that is a clean, crisp. Now you could do that for each picture. I'm only doing that for the cover one, for time's sake. But it is fast. So what I'm doing is I switch from my Canon DSLR, which takes great pictures, but it's fast. But the phone is faster, is what I found out. So I take them in my camera. I'm using a Galaxy 10, which has a good camera. Kind of thinking about maybe, Clay and I have been talking about this, if I should upgrade to the 20. But anyway, it takes good pictures, but it's faster. It's like click, click, like. So what I do is like I put the jeans in this here, which is the big 7-foot light box, one that Chris Daily Refinement uses. And I take the first picture, which is that picture you saw. And then I have on another page, I have the app open. And so I click gallery after I take that picture. It pulls it up very quickly. And it does but it only takes, I think it takes no more than 3 seconds. It's probably about 2 seconds. And it gives you that pure white background picture in 2 seconds or less. I click the download button. It gets saved to my gallery. I then go the other screen and finish taking the pictures. I take 6 to 7 pictures.
Someone in the background, maybe? I don't know. The beep, maybe not.
Oh, no, they're inside. But that gives me that first picture with a pure white background. And the other, I have experimented with using that app on all the pictures, and it probably adds an extra minute, but I don't think it's necessary. So it probably adds 5 to 10 seconds to my photograph time to get that one really good picture. So that's what I'm doing. And when Clay comes to work with me, I'll show you exactly. It's real easy. And I do everything in batches. Like I measure in batches, I photograph in batches, and then I list in batches. And me catch up on the chat, and then I want to talk about the thing on my mind. Nice, solid sales, Brian. Thanks. Thanks, Jared. Appreciate it. Trying to be like a little tech, a little daily refinement. I'm a long way off.
Today they had, I just watched like 1 second, but it's Tech and Chris, and they had Renzi on.
Yeah, they're adding in our group, our paid Facebook group. It's only $35 a month, and you get Tech's weekly Tuesday call. They also have Hustle at Home Mom in there. She does coaching. They're bringing an Amazon seller, Jack Weaver. I think they're talking about Renzi, maybe. Like, man, they are creating a super power house, and that group is like nothing. That's where I post my listings in there. That is real encouraging, man. Those are for like really motivated resellers, and that is the best Facebook group for reselling in the world, and hands down.
Everybody.
And it's funny, like that's like $1 and change a day, but the knowledge you get, and you get all these coaching calls that you can attend to on Zoom, and they're getting it where pretty soon it's going to be there's one a day. That, man, I can't tell you how. That is so worth $1 and change I spend to be in that group. Merrick 7 says, I am selling only shoes, sneakers, and men's outerwear and street clothing like jerseys, sports jackets. Yeah, that's all good. That's all in my wheelhouse. That's all good stuff. Yeah, I love that. Scott loves Bibles. Yeah, Bibles, especially find the leather ones, the old ones. Look up the year. I mean, I've probably sold 5 to 10 for $100 each. My name is, how do you pronounce that? Sadiq? Seattle.
Yeah, it looks like Sadiq to me, but yes. If not, spell it out or phonetically for us, because I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah. Clay writes down where everybody's name, where they live.
I like to know, because we have a bunch of people in the Northwest.
Yeah, we do.
Nikki is up Seattle. Justin and Marie Perlet, however you say it, and Sadiq. Yeah, Lynn.
By the way, our friend Valamilk, we don't know where she's at, but it's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Valamilk. Scott said you can sell so many books, and Scott knows. What's going on, Mike? Flipping goodies, the man, the legend, the myth. Right click now, open in new. Right click and open in new tab. I'm confused. Tab. Merrick, new items, doing retail arbitrage from Ross Burlington. Yeah, I did that. I went through a phase of 6 months of doing that. There was a Nike clearance outlet in about 30 minutes from my house, and I would drive down there. I would buy gift cards using my credit card, so I was getting like 2% cash back, and then saving like another 7% discount with a raised gift card. So I was saving about 10%, and then I would go on a sell day to the Nike clearance store and buy those brand new Nikes when they were 20 or 30% off. By the time you stacked all those savings up, it was great. And I was $1,000 back of the Prius, and those would sell great, but they have closed. Sad day. And I was doing Ross, but like, right, I don't want to tie up that much money. Like I've done the Ross flips, and they can be really good, but like to tie up the money for a new item, $30-$40 for $30 or $40 at the flea market or the thrift store, 10 pieces that'll sell for $20 or $30. Just the ROI is so much better. I think you can scale, but only a valid model for sure. What's up, Jalissa? How are you? I think Jalissa likes the what solds. I think he's asking how's Mike been. Yeah, we haven't heard from Mike in a while. Marrakech, I used to watch Prof Sales. He used to sell jeans only. Yeah, there's a guy in our Patreon group. His name's Matt. The guy I bought these jeans from. That's all jeans, and he's trying to get up to, I think, like 50,000 a month gross on jeans, gross sales, and you can definitely do that. And I think in general, like, and I am the last person that should be speaking, but I'm trying to focus on a niche. and get really good at it. You can just become so much more efficient. Yeah, vintage Levi's with a big E. Yeah, if you see the big E, made in the USA is also vintage. I've sold a lot of vintage. I haven't found a big E one yet. And the vintage Levi's, people love it for sure. That app is called Photo Room. Photo Room. It's great. And that's just the free version. Oh, there, Clay answered. Appreciate it. All right, so we're caught up. Let's talk a little drama.
I wish you had the clip ready, to play it.
Yeah, I just didn't have time. I barely got my listings up. Like right now, my business comes first and YouTube second.
If I knew where it was, what show, while we talk, I'd go find it.
Oh, yeah, I could find it. Yeah, I should have found it. Just being late. It's definitely my videos. I think it was back in August when we were doing like daily lives.
I might have to try to scroll through for fun sometime,
And a friend of ours, Jay Sloth, is it Jay the Sloth?
Flipping Sloth.
Flipping Sloth. He has a YouTube channel, The Flipping Sloth. His name is Jay Pins, Pins. He's in the UK. Used to be on our show a lot, and we had, we would talk a lot. I do think I will say this. And I know Clay thinks this. I do think he's a good guy. And I talk politics, but we wager on air on a live show. And we bet $1,000 on the presidential election. Now I'm a numbers guy, and in August, like Biden was the clear favorite, and so to me that was a no-brainer to put 1,000 on Biden, regardless of political affiliation. Right? I don't care who it was. If I had a clear favorite and somebody wanted to bet straight up, I'm going to take that bet. And I should have known. Like I told him, I'm like, let's give the money to Clay. That way the money's secure. But I had no reason to believe that Jay, the Flipping Sloth, by the his channel and tell him that he needs to pay me, that he would not pay. And he's even came on lives and said he would pay. He's told me many times he would pay. And so when election night, when Biden won, I messaged him
2 days later, even, or a couple of weeks later. When it was really
yeah. All right, you're right. It wasn't right once they figured it out, because there was some delay, right? Once he was
whatever
winner, and I don't want to go into politics or people or lies or people thinking.
Come to my channel, I will. I'll call out giant YouTube.
So I messaged Jay. I'm like, hey, it's clear, you're gonna pay, and he was like saying no, he didn't really win, and blah blah blah, conspiracy theories, and he agreed. He's like, all right, whoever is sworn in on January 20th, if he's sworn in on January 20th, I'll pay. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's kind of stupid, but that's
maybe
fine.
He's watching right now.
Maybe if you are being and honor your word, man. I'm just saying, pay up.
The cat.
So he said that. So I waited. I'm like, I'm cool. I'll wait till January 20th. Because here's the thing. Like, I believe in your word and honor and integrity. Like, I was a police officer for like 15 years. And a big thing they put into us is, like, when you go to court, your words can put people in prison. And so they told us, if we catch you lying, like if you called in sick and you were lying and you weren't sick, like literally there have been officers that have been fired for that. So to me, and the way I was raised, I believe your word, I'm like old school. Your word is your honor, your integrity. You got to stand behind your word. And so I never anticipated having a problem with this. I would have lost. I was willing to give Clay dollars up front so we didn't have this problem. If I would have lost, 100% guaranteed I would have paid. I had the money ready, and I was scared. The election night, when I went to bed at like 11 p.m., it looked like I was going to lose. And it didn't make me feel crappy because of the money? Absolutely. But you know what? I was going to pay if that's the way it broke down. But it didn't break down that way. And so, what was it? Tuesday? Was that the inauguration?
Wednesday. I mean, yeah.
Wednesday. Okay, all the days run together.
Not that I'm a Biden fan, really, people, but 10:48 a.m. Ooh, relief.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm trying not to go into politics. I'm just focusing on the bet. I'm just focusing on the bet. And
I know, but I'll say it. That's my stuff, not Brian's. You know.
Well, people know me. They know my political leaning.
Yeah.
But
I know.
I just can't. My focus is on.
He smiled that he's still alive.
You honor your word is what it comes down to. So literally at like 12:01 after or whatever time he was sworn in, I messaged him.
Yeah, he should have paid.
I'm like, all right, Jay, aka the Flipping Sloth. He does have a YouTube channel, by the way, and
he makes good videos. I'll say. I gotta like him still because I don't want to.
We'll talk about that in a second. I'm like, it's official. He's sworn in. Like, here's my PayPal email, like we agreed upon.
Yeah,
and I was expecting the money that day, like right there, honestly. And he gave me a thumbs up, ambiguous. And then 5 minutes later, he goes, "Yeah, I'll send you 1,000 Lithuanian dollars," which I never know if he's just trying to joke or whatnot. And I just like gave the ha laugh emoji, and I left it alone. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till the day's over, and he didn't pay. And then I messaged him the next day. I'm like, hey, I would just like some resolution. Just tell me if you're not gonna pay. Just tell me, hey, I'm not gonna pay. If you don't have the money, like, I'm an understanding person. He could pay me $50 a month for the next 20 months. To me, it's an integrity thing. I'm like, just tell me. And of course, he's gone silent on the chat. So here's the bottom line. Here's the hot take. Jay Pins, if you're watching, honor your word, dude. You are a sorry son of a biscuit eater. If you make a wager, honor your word and pay up. Be a man. He's not going to.
People don't make wagers because they're going to have to pay. That's like
and Scott was there. Scott saw the video. I'm like, if you're going to make a bet, be a man and pay up. So if you watch the Flipping Sloth, just realize you're watching somebody that has no integrity, and it's not even about that. I mean, he could pay me $10 a month for 100 months. I don't even care. It's the integrity behind it. And then at least be man enough to say, hey, I'm not going to pay you. Or tell me you got a problem. Hey, I'm hard up money-wise. Like, talk to me. Don't just, like, ghost me. And not only that, he's kind of been a jerk. Like Klein and I have had words with him. We're trying to be cool. But at this point, I'm officially done with Jay Pins. The man has no integrity, no honor. He is a liar. And they're bold statements, but it's the truth. And you can go back and I'll find the video. He should pay up. He's not going to. He's
I want to say check your PayPal right now, whatever.
He's a worthless person in my eyes. So that's it. I'm gonna officially be done with it. I'm not gonna complain about it anymore. And once again, it's not even the money; it's the principle. I just can't stand people who lie and people who don't honor their word. So
it's how I blocked, someone the other day, whatever, and because of just not a bet, but just couldn't take them, in a sense.
Okay, amputee adventures. I understand a bet and a person's words, but you calling out live is rather petty. Whine about it once, but get over it. Just saying. Yeah, I'm calling out live because you know what? We made the bet live.
Yeah.
So it's not really petty.
And we invited him on here several times.
If you don't like it, if you think I'm whining, then get off my channel. It's my channel. And it's after this show, it's done with. But it was made. The bet was made live on this channel. And yeah, I'm going to call him out.
Because you can ask Brian. I keep hoping that he's going to pay because I like Jay and I want him to pay because I want to like him. We all screw up, whatever. But because empathy, I even had a big Facebook post today about have more empathy and stuff, but but just if you're not going to pay, just say you're not going to pay then.
You don't go somebody. It's integrity.
Yes, just Brian probably be more okay with, I'm not paying. Okay, then he's still probably done with him, but say it at least.
Yeah, and it does get under my skin. And and I'm having a long rant, but this is it. And amputee adventures, if you don't like it, if you think I'm petty, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to, I don't know, it's defending him anymore, but I'm gonna be done with him too, I guess, because I'm for a while at least, because I'm okay.
And I wouldn't have called him out if the bet was not made live on this show. because we even talked about when we did it that we were going to come on here. Actually, like we were supposed to do it election night, and we were going to like have a live show that night. We didn't do it. All right, I'm moving on. So those are my thoughts on that. Back to reselling. So I don't know. That's it. My week's been pretty good reselling. Tomorrow, I don't know. Clay and I, we've been talking about going to the flea market to go sourcing, and he's going to let me know. If he don't go, I'm still going. I'm going to try to scoop up a bunch of inventory tomorrow, and that's kind of my week. I will say my listing is getting faster. Definitely getting. I want to get bigger and bigger numbers out. How's your week been, Clay? How's your reselling week been?
Only a couple sales, but I haven't listed. And you know me, I'm going to be like, I'm totally okay with that because like, hey, I had a couple sales and I didn't list, and I'm, you know, so to me, that's all good, you know, whatever. I'm okay with it considering I've just been working through all these jeans or whatever, and I'm closing in on at least, you know, having everything but the pictures for. I have 50 pairs already total drafts done, and then almost done with the other 50 minus pictures. There's a giant pile under the computer. I mean, under the table where the computer is. So then if I go to the deal tomorrow with you and then work for you, then I'll try to do it Sunday. Maybe, I don't know. I got to figure out, like, am I going to Uber any Sunday, or will I just get up and start taking pictures? You know, since I was going to take off at like 2 to watch football and work, but I don't know. So, you know, not a bad week. Like I said, not to go into politics again, but Wednesday just made me feel more relieved. Oh, and here I will say, I have someone that I'm close to who's can be narcissistic. They even said that they're done. They wouldn't vote for Donald again. So that made me feel better that at least my person is, and I can be narcissistic because my life and who I grew up with and all that. So it made me feel better, you know, because I'm trying to recognize my stuff, you know, and that person even is like, yeah, I'm out on him. You know, you're like, I mean, I try to then tell him why Pence isn't a good guy, but you know, hey, you know, so
well, I'm going to stay with my stance. I was just talking about the bet. I don't want to go into politics.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean,
yeah,
anybody knows,
those are just my views, not his. Like I say, if anyone wants to discuss whatever, I'll call you out and hope that you get therapy to heal your hurt.
You know, the only thing I would say is that regardless of what side, like as a country, we need to come together. We need to be, and I used to do this in my class, is not trying to always support our views, but to really listen to people and try to learn. That I agree with. Marikek says you guys are lucky to have flea market. I will say in our area, Dallas-Fort Worth, it is a great area for reselling because you've got garage sales that are pretty much year-round. You've got tons of thrift stores. You've got a flea market. You've got estate sales. You've got wholesale. You've got tons of retail. So yeah, it is. Are lucky, and I do feel blessed to be in an area where cost of living is pretty cheap, even though a lot of people are moving here, especially from California, and home prices are going up, but still a relatively inexpensive place to live, and there's plenty of resale opportunities in this area for sure.
And amputee, what did you mean? I'm just curious, like James. I mean, we know who James is. Did you make a bet with him or something? I'm just
I didn't understand. I made the same bet with Tommy.
Like that's Tommy and Tracy Tommy. I know that. I'm guessing I mean, that's the only Tommy that's in my circle or whatever. Bargain effect. And then Jazz, I know who Jazz Searle. She's Australian, right? I just was wondering what the James. Where do you live, amputee, and what is your name, if you want to share? And are you a reseller, or did you just come across Tommy like some people and now you know other resellers? Because Brian, I will say it's funny. Sometimes Tommy in the chat, on average, it's like anywhere from 80 to 150, you know, or something. Sometimes more. Sometimes it'll jump up to 500 because someone's like buying bots, you know, or whatever, to just screw with his numbers or whatever. and or to test it out for their channel. But there's this guy, Dan the Answer Man, who's now like watches Nana Tink and all these people. He's not a reseller at all. Like somehow Tommy was suggested to him. So he started watching, and now he watches all these resellers, and he truly is like the answer man, or whatever. But
interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah, non-resellers watch such niche channels, because I hardly watched YouTube. I mean, I didn't watch YouTube because, like, why would I watch YouTube when I have a TV? Like, hey, it's not you, Tommy. Are you joking? Okay. But
by the way, I used to do like store and especially on Poshmark, like closet reviews. I had a whole series when I was doing that, and I've had for me, like my channel is small, like I don't have a big ego. It's mostly more social for me and to share what I can. But I've had a lot of people, for me, quite a few people asking for closet reviews or store reviews. So if you're interested, I can do a live one. Just not in the live chat, but like when the video's done, if you watch this and you want me to do a closet or store review, I can take a look at it and give you my 2 cents. Not that I'm the of that, but give you some suggestions that might help you out. Just leave a comment with your information, and then I can do one on a live show. Tommy says he doesn't talk to that guy. Are you talking about amputee?
I don't know who. I wonder who the Tommy is then. There's so many people, but yeah, this Tommy's the only Tommy that I know on the YouTube,
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't
neither.
I don't recall that.
I'm not sure. Amputee Adventures, nothing against. I just don't remember seeing you in this chat or others necessarily. So I don't know. And I'm so sick of, here's what I need to do. I finally started doing it last night. I was about to say, I'm so sick of trying to find jeans and click sell similar on the English, but they're all English. What am I looking for? Oh, item location, US only. Yeah, thank you, God. And then,
I will say, like, I've listed so many jeans now. Like today, my last batch went so fast because I'm able to sell similar off my own items. And
see, and I do have drafts, so I can't do that yet, really. Yeah.
See, and here's the thing, and I get, like, I've used Hammock before, which is pretty good, and Sellhound. But if you focus in a niche and you just really focus on your processes and selling similar off your own items, it is really faster for you to list. Like I listed like 10 items so fast, because especially when it's like I came across these Wrangler premium jeans, which they're not that premium. But I had a bunch of them, so I just sell similar, and just change the measurements and the pictures, and
I've gotten pretty good, like, because I've now gone through, I don't know, this week, like, I mean, sure, it's slow for most people, but like, I don't know, 90 something pairs or more, because Angie had a few, and
that's not slow, Clay. Like you get 90, almost 100 listings in a week.
They're all drafts. Yeah, the drafts, like in my phone, and then Sellhound is more the shoes from the storage unit that just couldn't figure out, and some of the jeans, like I told you, like KVL and something else, and they actually came back. Here, I'll share like I did a couple of like these Levi's. I couldn't remember and I couldn't find them, so I just sent them. But KVL 1989 is the brand, $35. Hippie is another brand. They're saying $35, and then the brand is Killer, 51. So I'll take it.
There's some interesting brands.
That's why, like, I'm glad I still do have, and I still got 39 listings available on Sellhound, but now I can stretch that out. Because like hard goods, I only buy it if it's if I know, I'm looking it up ahead of time generally, or I take a hunch, and they don't do that anyway. So, but I also get tired of like scrolling when you're like, okay, how far down do I have to scroll to get past vintage tag?
So And so, and here's what Tech says about this, because this guy gets 250 listings up a day. Like, don't spend so much. He'll say, like, don't spend so much damn time trying to find the exact item. Just
I
get a
know,
similar one and list it. And so I keep that's
well,
always in the back, because I used to do that.
well, that's what I'm still trying to do is
Trying to
find
find the exact one, but
close.
I mean, like a over $100 pair of jeans or whatever, it's not worth that time. If it's bread and butter, $20-$30 items. And on jeans, it's easy because a lot of times they give you the model number or they give you the information on the inside, so it's pretty easy to find them.
Yeah,
And you do a deep dive where you sell a lot of them. It's just those repetitions. It gets faster as you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the style number if I can find that and see if that shrinks it some, because I'm tired of Levi 505s. I don't know if you got a bunch of 505s in you got way more, but
Yeah, I've got quite a few. I'll take any Levi's. The 501s and 550s, I think, do pretty well. But you know, any Levi's at the right price.
Where the style number is on this tag, like I don't know what their style number. There's so many freaking numbers that yeah, trying to do this like live show and look stuff up. I've yet to get one pair, whatever.
Yeah,
that's why
I quit doing the live listing shows. That does not work.
10 done in a little over an hour with being distracted a little when I sat by the lake, because I let the radio go off and just work. So that might be the key for me at times, is like if it's clothes or even hard goods, go, like I've talked about for months, go sit by the lake, and so there's not many distractions or whatever. And then I thought about like, if I did get a house in the next, I don't know, anywhere from maybe come summer to year and a half, like, no TV, obviously, I know in the bedroom, and no TV in like the workroom, like it's just wherever the work area is, like just, it's just the light box and storage or whatever.
Well,
TV,
I do a lot of
treadmill,
a lot of podcasts while I'm working. Sometimes I'll have the news on, sometimes sports talk, sometimes music, like especially when I'm like getting tired. Like I cranked up some music to get me through that last hour. But like there's no way to watch a movie. Something that you got to really focus on is not good. That's distracting. And my whole thing is like when I'm listing, I want to be efficient. I want to be done. I want to get as many listings up as possible. Like in these groups with these guys putting up over 100 a day, and you see how much they're selling. My 25 a day is okay, but it ain't cutting it. Like I got to get it up. Got to get that number higher. And so like I'm really motivated. And so everything becomes an efficiency game. Like that's why I switched to my phone from the camera, because it's actually faster and it's lighter. It doesn't
use pictures like it did for both of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't lost any pictures on my phone either. I don't know what was happening.
Did that for both of us.
It was weird. It wouldn't do it all the time. Maybe 10% of the time. It would just, I don't know. But
yeah,
so what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to sell that Canon T6i. I also have a macro lens. Like I paid almost like $1,000 when I bought it. So that camera and that lens, I'm thinking between the two of them, I should be able to maybe get 1,000. I haven't looked up comps.
And then throw that at, what, or something, I say.
Maybe I get a better phone.
Okay. How about if you do that, some to pay?
It is a write-off. It is a write-off.
But some to pay off, some of the expense, and then some for phone, and then pay the phone off in like 2 months instead of like a year, like you can, or or whatever. I'm just saying to keep a little more minute, even if it's just $100 towards,
like right now, like, and I've just showed eBay and Poshmark. Honestly, like I'm making way more on my wholesale stuff, but I'm also spending a lot of money on inventory. I need to cut that back. I need to spend less on inventory and anyway, I don't even want to talk about that. But cash flow is good, but it could always be better.
Yeah.
And the thing about used clothing, in the Matt, eBay Poshman, good eBay channel, by the way. eBay channel, good YouTube channel, and he's done great. Like, he was messaging me about used clothing, and it's so abundant. The amount of used clothing that's available in our country, people get rid of so much of it that if you just take the time to learn it, I mean, you can resell just about anything. But the advantage of clothing is there's so much of it. What's that?
So $84.65, this Marlboro fleece reversible shirt.
You sold that?
Yeah, just sold.
Where'd you pick that up? Was that a storage unit? Fine.
And they paid. No, it's the garage sale. This guy Romero, who I need to text again. It's where I got some like dolls, that railroad, that train set for $15, which has turned into probably $250 to $300. It's going to Kentucky, so it's going to someone overseas. But $84 plus shipping, so I should make some there.
Nice. How much you paid for it?
I guess I did the average.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it wasn't that one, it was the garage sale in the summer where I got all those vintage hats and the sweatsuits. $1.43 is what I have.
Nice. That's a sell of the week.
I don't sell a lot when I do.
But see, like, to me, that's so motivating. Like, I mean, no offense, Uber or whatever, but like, that's multiple hours in one sell. Like, that's so motivating to me. Like, I love it.
Oh, it is. And that's why I'm trying to, like I say, I know some people would have said, you've got drafts for weeks now. Start dropping. I'm like, well, no, I want to get them all so then I can Uber source work for you, because if you need, depending on how much help, working for you is better at times than Ubering, because I don't put miles on the car. The money comes out better and I get to hang out, and it'll speed me up. And then it's that deal. I want to be like, you can shut it down at 6 o'clock and then I bring whatever I have and sit out in your light box when you're in with your family. And I take pictures of my stuff, with your better deal, as good as my thing is, with light bulbs, it's not as good as that. Another reason, like if I got a house, actually have your type light box too would be nice.
That light box is good. Now, it is faster to do flat lays on the ground, but man, it's hard on your back.
Well, I wouldn't mind doing that if I could just figure out, like, if it's those risers you can put under furniture or whatever, and just get it up higher. Like the table that the laptop's on right now, the other day when I was measuring, what I did was I went to my bedroom and I got 4 shoe boxes. Then I put a magazine on top, so it'd be a little thicker, and to raise this up so that I'm not like, bending over as far. And I need to raise the light box I have, because it's this same height. It sucks bending over. Right. So there's things like that I'm trying to think about, like what I want in a house. And it's really not related to eBay, but I'm like going, okay, well, where would something go? Or what do I need for storage? And how do I get a light box in a better setup, higher, do I do flat lays or angled, or on that material? Did you ever get that material?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I have all that because some of it would stick, some of it wouldn't. I was just like, and here's another thing, like Chris is great and his Patreon group is great, but sometimes there's almost like too many ideas, and like, you gotta be careful.
That's part of why, sorry, I interrupted. That's part of why I couldn't take being on the call so many times, because like, it's like I already get distracted enough with everything in life. Is Brian and I talked about like being decisive or indecisive. And I we're not to go into that, but like, I'm a very indecisive person, because growing up, I wasn't necessarily told, but it was kind of like, we're gonna do this. Okay. And most of the time I probably really thought it was good. Like, we're going to the Ranger game. Well, okay, I'm going to the Ranger game and I get to stay up late. Like, how's that not a win-win? Or the Mavs, like, and I just ate this or that, and but so now it's confusing though. And in the eBay world, some of y'all know it overwhelms me and beats me down, where I'm like, I can't take it. There's too many options. Plus maybe makes me feel bad, or just because even he changes. which
Well,
I
yeah.
get.
Well, I mean, it's like if you think about daily refinements, the idea of trying to get a little better all the time, and I do agree with that approach, but
Oop.
like you always kind of filter it out. What are you trying to accomplish? What is your niche? And if it's a process change, and I'm fine that I tried it, but this light box works fine. And
Yeah, it
but then
does.
again, he's the one that told me this was the other day. Told me about the photo room, which is so much better than Photo Fuse apps I
Yeah,
use.
yeah. See,
It's
I gave up
fast.
on Photo Fuse a while back because I just was like, but someone, I don't know who, months ago, I heard of Photo Room, maybe in their show, and I feel like Rally Roots probably or something. Oh,
Yeah,
off topic here. Tommy, did you see that what's his name? Drew Profit Monsters? Is that it? This guy who I don't know if you know that channel, Brian, or this guy Joey Bada Bing, who is literally the most positive guy in the world, literally. He really is. He'll be like, "Let's go, baby." I can't even do it. It's like it's hilarious. He's got a great beard. So they do a listing show on Monday night, and Joey's great because it'll take him like 45 minutes to get one listing done because he's chatting with everybody because he's so nice. But Drew went and bought all these shoes that Rally Roots bought, like a bulk. They bought some giant bulk deal, made a video or Instagram post saying we're going to lot it out. Drew messaged him and said, "Hey, I'm down near you." And they talked and he figured out a number. And I just brought up the video or something. So he went to the ranch and bought a shitload of shoes, or whatever. And I'm like going, that's an advantage of being near, like, someone like that, or Casey, all those Florida people a few hours away. The best thing would be made to fit drafting table, angled down, thigh high, big enough for 5XL. How big is 5XL? Tommy, that's kind of what, what's his name? Todd Flipping Hustler, who comes in here some. He uses a drafting table, and Brian has moves.
Yeah,
well, no, I
have
to lock it. Remember?
Well, that was Chris's original idea, the drafting table. This was years ago. He talked about that, but that fabric was like an extension of that, based off that idea. But yeah, that's a good idea, Tommy. And Jared, you're right. Filter out, pick the bits and pieces that relate to you.
Write that down. Table, yeah.
But I mean, like there, I get a couple of nuggets a month from those calls that really help me. And like right now, Tech and Sports just told me, he said, I post my daily listings, and that guy, he's doing 5,000 plus a day, but yet he takes the time to help all of us in the group. Like he's a good dude for sure, and he knows a lot. Like his Tuesday night calls are amazing. Yeah, I wish I was more mechanically inclined. All right, guys. I keep my wife and daughter. We're supposed to do. Oh, and by the way, on a personal note, I'm down 11 pounds. I started at 272 on January the 1st.
I can tell in your face. I was going to tell you that. I really can tell.
Started the Bulletproof Plan by Dave Asprey. I listened to him on a podcast. It's not just weight loss. It's also like anti-aging, anti-inflammation, better cognition, and all those things are working for me. And I give myself a cheat day a week. Tomorrow we're pastries and I'm gonna have a little eat whatever. But most of the week it's kind of like a modified keto plan with bulletproof coffee and some intermittent fasting. It's working great. I feel great. I think it's making my reselling better. So thanks everybody for dropping by. If you haven't, smash the like button. I'm sorry if I put y'all off about my rant. I won't say anything about it, but I had to get that off my mind and chest. And it was brought up on a live. That's why I wanted to end it on a live. So sorry, I know some people don't appreciate that. I do have a temper. I'm a really easygoing guy, but I do have a scary temper, and I don't like when that side comes out.
And so, I'm going to probably go live here in a second, people. So if anyone wants to...
what's your closet?
But why not?
Wait, what is it? Is it Clay's
closet?
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all, if y'all want, you can go migrate over to Clay's Closet, support Clay. Let's get Clay. Clay had a great sale with that Marlboro jacket.
Yeah, I'm trying to post on Poshmark. I changed the title too because I sent out offers, so I can't delete it. So I changed the title and details to items sold on another platform, no longer available.
Yeah, and Clay, I guess just let me know.
Yeah, I'll text you in a little bit. I'll probably go with you. And worst case, if I don't go with you, I'll probably still come down and work at least because, like I said, that's better than Ubering. Really,
yeah. Just let me know. Because I need to get inventory.
You want to just meet there? I would assume.
Yeah, I've got this big green wagon. I don't know if you ever saw it when we were teaching. Tommy loved the call out. I appreciate it, Tommy. Like, he deserved it though. He did deserve that call out. And he said, "You could blackmail me." I'm not blackmailing you. I'm just gonna tell it like it is, man. My man. Don't be a liar, and I won't call you out. But anyway, I got this big green wagon that it's like that, but much bigger.
Okay.
And I use that to carry all of our softball gear. So it.
Oh yeah.
A lot of, and just roll that around because from what they said, you buy a bag or two of clothing and then you got to run to your car. And this is a big flea market, so we're just gonna roll out there with a cart and we're gonna hopefully fill it up. I don't know. It's our first trip, so we gotta start making those connections, and I'm sure we can find some stuff though. So thanks for everybody for dropping in tonight. I appreciate it. Thumbs up. Y'all have a good night, good weekend, and I'm gonna do at least one weekly, if not more, live show. All right, and go check out Clay's Closet.
Yeah, I'll be on in a second, people.
All right, I'm out. I don't have the outro music.
Dun, 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 dun.